Oh, hey there. We're just working through a pile of Vertx bags. I'll come back to that one in a minute. Thought we'd share some of these with you. Our friends at Vertx launched a new line of backpacks. This isn't all of them. We've got 3 or 4 of them here today. And they added some features, added some more eye candy to them to make them fit more into the public, where people don't look at it and say like, ew, that's a tactical backpack. My 2 cents. Some of the load points are set up to be a little bit more comfortable. This one's more of like a overnight bag. You've got lumbar support, wide backpack straps, sternum strap, and they were just thinking about the more of the things that you and I want. So I'll start at the bottom. This one, I actually like this one. This is like an old school knapsack. I forgot the name of this one. This is the Last Call pack. Last Call. Just took them out of the packages, so I still got a little foam on a few spots. And we'll just kind of break them down. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but by that I mean I'm not a textile professional, but I do know what I like. And I kind of dig this bag because it's just kind of a day-to-day bag that you could head to the office with, and it doesn't look like it's anything tactical, right? They've totally got away from the webbing on the outside and all that. Inside this bag, this would be a great bag to go to the gym, use as a diaper bag, whatever. You've got a large voluminous pocket. You got a spot here you could put a laptop or other electronics. You've got some zippered pockets inside. And of course, I challenge you to go to their website if you're interested, because you're gonna see really good pictures up close and such. But they've got some pockets in here for pens and things like that. You might have like put your cell phone or your keys in some of these zippered pockets. And then on the front of this bad boy, they've got the tearaway, which I negated to set up here before we started filming. But this tearaway pouch, you would have these set up a little bit more room in these straps. And you could open this up, and in here you could have things strapped up to the webbing. You could also magazines, medical kit, things like that, have them Velcroed. And as you probably know, Vertx makes holsters that can be affixed to some of these interior components. The other thing about these bags, I'll get to the back here, is like most of their bags, it has the quick release, and they've got a perfect picture here. Actually can pull it out. So this would be inside of there. Of course, it doesn't need to be these guns or in this fashion, but they've got these adjustable Velcro mounting points for gun, for magazine, for whatever, and you then would slip that in there and have your protection. The other thing you could also slip in there with all of these is body armor. And you can order these straight from Defender. We've got a code for those. All of our codes, as well as for Vertx, are up on our website. So again, I'm not gonna go deep into these. I want you to visit their website, use our code if you purchase them, and take a look and see what suits your fancy. So that is the Last Call pack. I really like that one. This guy here is the Gamut Checkpoint, the Checkpoint. And this guy, starting to get into a little bit of a beefier bag. Throw it on just so you can see. I'm 6 feet tall, 111 pounds. Just kidding on that. But you can see the size of it, kind of get an idea of scale. Nice bag. They're really well-built bags. Starting to get into the zone of something that you're gonna find at a climbing store. But you gotta remember, all of these are made with the intention of having what you need in that bag when you need it. So this bag, again, large pocket that you got some adjustments in, that you can put armor in, slip a laptop in, something like that. I really dig this. Hook your keys on that little bad boy so that they're right where you need them and not buried in the bottom of the pack. Internal pockets, some zippered pouches, put your snacks in there. Snacks! Same thing as we showed you in the last bag. And I really like these leather accents. That's sexy. A little bit of leather's always nice. Who doesn't like leather? You got some side pockets here for storage, and they're deep. They're deep and they're expandable. You could get a water bottle in there. Opposite side has another one. There's a lot going on there. And you can put a large, couple quart like Nalgene bottle in there if you needed to. And then of course, you've got that rapid access, just like in the other bag, where you can put your gear in there. If you've got a collapsible rifle like our Radian here, collapse it down and you can carry your gun in there. And again, armor. You can armor up these bags. This one's cool. This is the, and this color here is Zero Dark Navy. That's a cool color. Zero Dark Navy. I like that. So if you go on the website and you want to see the one that I had here, that's what it is. Very, very well thought out bags. This one, I believe, is, where's it at here? This is the Gamut Overland. So again, as I said, starting out, this one we're talking now about a little bit more load carrying capabilities. You've got the belt for lumbar support. Shift some of that load if you're not a backpacker. The whole point of having the belt, I gotta set this up. The whole point of having the belt is to shift some of that load to your hips, so it's not just all on your shoulders all the time, which is a total bummer when you've got 40, 50, 60 pounds. That's a little tighter than I'd like, but for now it will work. It's pretty ingenious how they got some of this. Everything's Velcroed down so that you don't have stuff like this flopping around. So they had that wound up nice and wrapped on there. Lots of adjustment points. So if you're not familiar with how to set up a backpack, visit a backpacking or camping store. What you want to do is get that load shifted to multiple points. You don't want it all hanging. And hence sternum strap. It's pulling some of that load across the breast. The upper shoulders, you want that load deep into the shoulders and then of course transferred into the belt. So this is the Overland, and a lot of the same features as what we just showed you in the last pack. By the way, this color is Sienna. Sienna. Starting on the front, you've got a right up top, maybe you've got kids with you, something you have to have access to right away for the kiddos, snacks, whatever, granola, you can have that right up there, as well as medical. It might make good sense that your medical kit's right up top. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Now this one, we've got a little bit more going on with the front, but same molly that you can strap your gear to. Check that out. You've got a really nice way to pick this up. So maybe you're gonna help somebody get it mounted up, or you're gonna pick it up to hang it, or you just gotta grab it to get it into the car. You've got a good anchor point right there, which I dig. Moving forward, we've got large side pockets, more spots here. The cool thing about what they've done here is they've given you storage options where your gear's not just all in a big pile in the bottom of a bag. There's a lot of different pockets. Large water pockets, one on each side here that you can adjust. Again, more really nice leather accents, which also there's a durability factor. Opposite side, same thing going on. And good carry handle here too. The main pouch, main space, if we get in there, you've got lots of room. I mean, I could probably, with this bag, I could go on a week-long trip, no problem. Would I take this bag for that? I don't think so, but this is a perfect bag. If you're gonna build yourself the quintessential bug out bag, this is a good bag because you can put this bag on and actually do some walking. Got enough adjustable load points, but also besides being able to take your gear, take some food, take some water, whatever it is that you deem necessary to have for your family's emergency get out of town bag, you've also got the capabilities, just like the rest of them, to stow your self-protection tools, right? And you've got that rapid access solution to it. So food for thought on that. That's the thought process here. Could you go to a camping store and find a bag that's gonna do you well as a backpacking tool? Sure you can, but it's not gonna be set up to put armor in it. It's not gonna be set up to put armor in it, and it's not gonna be set up to carry guns. So speaking of guns, this is their newest COF heavy range bag. You see our other one, we've done videos on it, we've had it on the range many a times. This new one, super cool. I haven't read all the details on this one, but I'm seeing right here, we got water resistance on the top of the bag. And we've got a water resistant top here, so if you're out there raining, the top of the bag is gonna shed some water. Super cool, very nice storage for your magazines. Look at that. So now you know what's nice about that. If you showed up with 6 and there's only 5 in there, you need to go look around on the ground, right? So top of the bag here, again, separated storage. You could slip a pistol in here. You've got one that you want to drop in the outside of the bag. Ear Pro could sit up here. You've got a couple zippered pockets. What I put in here is like batteries for Ear Pro, some maybe replacement for my fibers on my sights. I put things like that in there. Little bits that I don't want to get injured or buried. You've got more zippered pockets here. I usually take like some extra foamies to the range that I keep in there, maybe a multi-tool, whatever gear you have to help you. And this is super cool. What I usually use these for, if it's just me training and I'm not taking a ton of ammo, I can get 400 or 500 rounds in one of these baskets. And then you also have a really nice basket to clean up at the end of the day, to clean up brass. Put all your mags in here. You've got a really nice, well-made basket, and there's 2 of them. And then that sucker slips right in there. See that? So you've got 2 of those. Drew and I could each take one and go on a picnic. One for Drew, one for me, and put our sandwiches in there. Right, Drew?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Twigs and berries.
Twigs and berries. If you're a patch kind of a guy, you've got spots here for patches. If that's your thing. Same on the other side. There's just a lot of thought that goes into these bags for what us, the end users, want and need. Heavy single strap for over-the-shoulder carry. It's nice so you've got your hands free to carry your coffee, which I'm gonna take a sip right now. My wife and I bought this. This is Sharon's cup. These whales, we bought it in Maine. It's good coffee. It's good coffee. But beautiful bag. I love my range bag. I'll pull the old one up into the shot so you can see. Guess what? You want to zipper this sucker up and run a cable lock through this thing. You can. You've got the option. Of course, it's not going to stop like a total thief from taking it, but you've got the ability here to run a cable lock through the bag and chain it up in your trunk or something like that. These zippers have the ability to put a small padlock through them, just like luggage. So the zippers close together and you can run a padlock through there, padlock it right to this, and away you go. Put that sucker down. And done, right? Super nice, super thoughtful. Like I said, this is the heather and black. So they're coming up with some sexy colors. There's like a kind of like a tweedy twill look to this fabric. And this is the COF heavy range bag. We've got other stuff from them that I know we've shared with you. What I like about Vertx products is they keep innovating. They keep coming up with new stuff. So Carry Trainer is the discount. You get 25% off of their products if you use Carry Trainer. You might see some other guys out there with codes. If they're your go-to guy, use their code, but there's ours if you want it. Carry Trainer for a 25% off discount. And they, of course, Vertx also makes really great pants. I love their Delta stretch pants. They make some nice concealed carry shirts. They've got great gloves. I've got some down here that are my favorite range gloves. So check them out if you're looking for a new range bag. It's kind of a little bit different than what everybody else is making because they actually talked to shooters and said, what do you need? Guys, as always, we appreciate your time, sharing some textiles, some goods with you. Mickey with carrytrainer.com, Drew behind the camera in the editing desk. Be well.